We think we know the people in the spotlight. But what happens when the story everyone believes is only half the truth? Tonight, we're peeling back the layers of a story that has captivated millions, revealing details few have seen and even fewer have dared to question. Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk, names that have carried influence, power, and trust. But behind the public smiles and headlines, there may be truths that challenge everything you thought you knew. If you want to uncover the full story before anyone else does, subscribe now, because here, we don't just report, we investigate. Hit that subscribe button to join our community of truth seekers, because the secrets don't wait, and neither should you. Stay with us, turn on notifications, and you'll be the first to see the pieces others miss. Or leave a comment below if you think you already know the truth. And finally, subscribe if you dare to look closer, because the story we're about to tell will make you question what you thought was real. Or, if you disagree, tell us in the comments. We want to hear your take. To the world, Erika Kirk and Charlie Kirk appear confident, polished, influential. They command attention wherever they go, their words shaping opinions and their presence commanding respect. But when you look closer, the picture isn't as seamless as it seems. Small inconsistencies appear, statements that shift over time, social media posts that raise more questions than they answer, interviews where words and expressions don't fully align. None of this proves wrongdoing, yet patterns begin to emerge, patterns that hint at a reality more complex than the one we see on the surface. Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because only here will you uncover the layers behind the public persona, piece by piece. Stay with us, hit that subscribe button, and you'll witness how even the most polished image can hide cracks, the kind that only careful eyes can see. And if you think you already know the story, comment below. We want to hear your perspective, because every angle matters. Finally, subscribe to join us in seeing beyond the headlines. The truth often hides where no one is looking, and we're about to go there. Everything changed on a day that seemed ordinary, until it wasn't. A leaked audio clip surfaced, a brief conversation, yet one that immediately raised questions no one had anticipated. Experts, family members, and close associates reacted in ways that defied expectation. Some were silent, others expressed shock, but the tone of their words suggested more beneath the surface. Compared to similar situations in public life, these reactions were unusual, measured, restrained, yet hinting at knowledge the public didn't have. And in that quiet tension, a turning point emerged. Subscribe to follow every twist. You won't want to miss the moment when everything changed. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next details we uncover will challenge what you thought you knew about the story so far. Comment below if you think you know the impact of this turning point. Your perspective could uncover insights others have overlooked. And finally, subscribe to stay with us as we trace each ripple from that single event. Every revelation leads to the next, and this story is far from over. When we start piecing the timeline together, subtle contradictions begin to emerge. Statements that don't fully align, events that seem out of place, small details that don't quite add up. From interviews, social media posts, and public appearances, the story shifts depending on who is telling it and when. None of these discrepancies prove wrongdoing, but they do reveal a pattern, a series of inconsistencies that cannot be ignored. Take a closer look at these timelines, side-by-side quotes, and photos. Notice how events evolve over days, weeks, or months, and how small shifts slowly reshape the narrative. Subscribe to join us in uncovering patterns others overlook. See the story layer by layer, the way investigators do behind the headlines. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the story is built in details, and missing just one could change everything. Comment below if you spot something unusual we haven't highlighted. Sometimes the tiniest clue reveals the largest truth. And finally, subscribe to stay with us as we connect these dots. Every inconsistency is a thread leading deeper into the story. As the story deepens, voices from inside the circle begin to emerge. Former colleagues, family friends, and those who were close to the events are speaking, carefully, cautiously, but with details that cannot be ignored. Some have shared clips, photos, and records that had long been overlooked. Publicly available filings, private recollections, and resurfaced media paint a more intricate picture than the one originally presented. We clarify each source's proximity, who was there, who observed from the sidelines, and who has first-hand knowledge. Every account matters, but every claim must be weighed with care. Notice the silence, the pauses, the moments of avoidance. Escalation doesn't always scream guilt, but it often raises questions. Questions that demand careful attention. Subscribe for exclusive insights from sources you won't find anywhere else. Stay ahead of the narrative and see the story before it's reshaped by rumor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the next revelations will only come to those following closely. Comment below if you've noticed a detail that doesn't fit. Sometimes insiders' clues only make sense when viewers like you connect them. And finally, subscribe to stay with us as we trace each thread, because in stories like this, the smallest insight can redefine everything. There comes a moment in every story where the question everyone avoids becomes unavoidable, where silence is no longer an option. It's a question that was once considered taboo, too controversial, too uncomfortable to voice. Yet, as the evidence and accounts unfold, we are forced to ask it anyway. What is really happening behind the public image? And how much of the truth has been hidden, intentionally or otherwise? Subscribe if you want to explore the difficult questions everyone else avoids. We face the story head-on, without turning away. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because asking the right questions is the only way to uncover the answers that matter. Comment below if this is a question you've been hesitant to ask yourself. Your perspective could shed new light on the story. And finally, subscribe to stay with us as we confront the truths others ignore. Sometimes the hardest questions lead to the most revealing answers. As the story spread, the public reaction was swift and intense. Social media exploded with opinions, viral comments, and heated debates, each perspective shaping a narrative of its own. Attempts to control the story, to manage perception, often backfired. Every carefully crafted statement, every polished message, seemed only to spark more questions. Yet, it's crucial to remember, public opinion does not equal proof. What goes viral is not always what is true. Hit subscribe to see how narratives form and crumble. Witness the story through every lens and understand the forces at play. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because in a story like this, the public reaction is only the beginning. The real developments often unfold quietly, behind the scenes. Comment below if you've seen a perspective online that seems overlooked. Your insight could highlight angles others missed. And finally, subscribe to stay with us as we peel back the layers of perception and reality. The story doesn't end with the headlines. Behind the headlines and public chatter, the legal system operates on evidence, not image, not popularity, not perception. What matters in court are the facts. Publicly available filings, official statements, and records reveal the stakes involved. These documents show that consequences, whether reputational, financial, or legal, are very real and measurable. While the public debates and opinions swirl online, the courts focus on what can be proven, step by step, record by record. Every document, every filing, adds a piece to the unfolding story. Subscribe for updates. We follow the official record so you don't miss a single factual development as this story progresses. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the next filings, the next statements, may completely reshape what we know. Comment below if you've seen a record or report that seems critical. Your insight could highlight details others miss. And finally, subscribe to stay with us as we track the legal journey in real time, because in cases like this, every fact matters. Stories like these remind us that reality is often more complex than the narrative presented to us. Public perception can be shaped, trust can be tested, and human behavior under scrutiny reveals layers we rarely expect. We've seen contradictions, insider revelations, and public reaction, yet the story is far from over. What we know today may only be the beginning. So we ask again, what happens when the truth is stranger than the story we're told? Subscribe and stay with us. The next chapter could redefine everything you thought you knew. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the revelations ahead will challenge assumptions and uncover details that others miss. And finally, subscribe to join us as we continue to uncover the story behind the story. The answers are coming, and they may surprise you.